Botan, what is the biggest reason for confidence heading into next season for the 49ers? It's a team that went to the NFC Championship game. They should have a lot to feel confident about.
Well, when it was about 10 months ago, last time when we have talked about the same topic, I remember, and I said that I'm concerned because we have a new defensive coordinator. We just don't know what we bought with Trey Lance. I just don't know if this team is good enough to be in the playoffs. And even if they are going to be in the playoffs, it will be just because we have a lucky schedule. And during this year, I I felt that we were right. I mean, we had a weak schedule, and at start this team was bad. I have to say it was bad. I mean, Denico wasn't really bad, really great. Kai was like he forgot to bring the playbook with himself to games. Jimmy was bad as well, but after that something happened that I do think that was the first Rams game. That was kind of a turnaround for this team. I mean, and they proved themselves that as a unit, as a real team, as a family, they are really great together. I mean, and whenever they needed a spark from whichever unit, like special teams, defense, or offense, they needed, they somehow got it. And I do think that that is something which separates great teams from good teams. That great teams can get those sparks from almost everywhere, from almost any player. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody thought that we could beat the Packers with that score uh, in the divisional.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now, I do have confidence. I mean, there are some holes, way less holes than there were last season, and I do think that if the front office tries to build this team up like they did in the past few years, and if players can develop to the next level this season, then everything will be okay. I mean, I don't see a reason why this team can't go back to the playoffs. I mean, of course, if they go back to the playoffs, I'm going to have way less games to announce because we work at our TV channel. Like, if you are rooting for a team, then you just cannot announce their games. Although I said that maybe I'm the most negative 49ers fan they have ever seen. They just didn't believe me. Okay, it's just a joke, but
Okay, my turn. The biggest reason for confidence heading into the season, to me, is real simple. This team went to the NFC Championship game in spite of the quarterback. The most important player on the team was the biggest liability, especially after he got hurt. They won in LA week 18 in spite of their quarterback. In Dallas, in spite of their quarterback. In Green Bay, that's crazy. You don't see teams do that. You don't see teams make it with a quarterback. Like, every quarterback performance in the playoffs was like Josh Allen going crazy and losing. Yeah, Jimmy playing like that and winning. So you have the best team in the league, and now you finally have a quarterback who doesn't actually limit the rest of the talent on the offense. He has the talent to match everyone else. Now, it
yeah,
doesn't mean he's as the seasoning, but it's not like, well, we can't throw the ball down the field. We can't get the ball to Ayuk where we want to get it. We can't get the ball to Debo in all the ways he can be used. No, you can do everything you want to do, finally. There's no one limiting your offense anymore physically. Quarterback can make all the throws. He can move. You can do everything you want for the first time since Kyle's been here. So
yeah.
I'm not expecting Patrick Mahomes, but I am excited. I'm expecting to see this offense go from to have a sort of Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford transformation. I think
Yeah.
it's going to be a big, big transformation, and I think they should have went this way last year. But finally, they have a quarterback who is not going to hold back the offense.
Yeah, that's the key. I mean,
I mean,
I
he'll
was
make some rookie
talking.
mistakes, but so did Jimmy. So I'm not mad about that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
But I have to admit it, although all the guys who knew me before, that I'm not a big fan of G. That I have to admit it, that he made some big time throws, but when we needed him the most, he just let us down, like he did before in the Super
He's
Bowl.
just as likely to throw the ball to the other team as he is to. Wesley says,
Yeah,
have you seen the mic'd up from the TD pass to Lance to Debo during the Texas game? Kittle and Debo were happier for Lance than they ever for Jimmy. Yeah, they also knew they were mic'd up. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. They have a lot. They have a lot to prove.
Yeah.
Kyle has too much ego for either one of those guys. Yeah, Aaron and Brady. That's probably true. I would trade Bosa for Rodgers, says Michael Duran. Bosa's going to eat up a max deal. He probably doesn't like the politics and high taxes here, and he is injury prone. I would do that too.
And would
I'll
you
say
give
that right now. I'll do that
would
too.
you give your franchise quarterback for a defensive
If I could trade a defensive player for the greatest quarterback of all time, I think I'd do it. I know Nick Bosa's great, but we've seen the Niners defense. They had the top 5 defense in 2020 without him.
Yep.
He's very good, but he doesn't play offense. He doesn't affect your quarterback. You can replace him. And he's basically a one-man band over there on the edge, and you're not going to find someone as good as him, but you just got Aaron Rodgers in the trade. I would do that trade. I would. I don't know if you have to. I don't know if they want him because, they have edge rushers in Green Bay. They have a great defense in Green Bay. I'm not sure. They might want Trey Lance. I have no idea what they would want. They might just not want anything the Niners have to offer. Possible. I think they'd want Debo, in my opinion. I think they want Debo.